I bid you all good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. It is here I am, Mike Martins in my younger years, and this is my best friend Tony from Florida, from the Fashion District in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Very good friend of mine. We worked together. We spent a lot of time hanging out, doing things together. Lots of things and lots of talking. One thing I want to talk about today is escaping the mental slavery. Now, there's a reason why I'm showing you this photo, and the car that we worked together to restore is Lotus here, and I kind of wanted to show this to you guys here. Now, let's get to what I want to talk about here. Good times down living in the South. So here it is, guys. This is a song we used to play a lot and sing a lot. A cappella. And it was by Bob Marley, right? And of course, let's not leave the Wailers out. The Wailers were part of backup singing and helping with the organization, and a lot of good writers contributed to Marley's success. And I want to talk about Redemption Song. It's very important that you guys hear me out on this one. Back in the day, especially when you were going against political establishments or economic establishments, a lot of people would use music as a way to get their message out. They would use music to break the chains of mental slavery. The mentality of slavery, to break it, they would use music. Music is thing. I think it was who's that guy from the Beatles that was assassinated? And that guy was also using, and they were trying to deport him from the United States, and they were trying to do this freedom movement, this whole blah, 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 and he used music, right? And music is important, right? Music is a good way to harness your message across without really putting your head on the chopping block right away, but kind of waking up people. Another good artist was KRS-One. If you listen to KRS's one earlier albums from the beginning, some of it's very biblical, but it's very important that you hear the message. Now, I want to talk about Songs of Freedom, because this song is very important. And you have to metaphorically look at this, or you have to look at this in a more of a economic, historical, and futuristic lens. Now, this Redemption Song is very, very important. Now, I'm gonna read out the lyrics. I'm not gonna sing this. I could sing this a cappella decently, but not good enough to sing it on YouTube. So here it is, Redemption Songs. Old pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ships. So basically moving people around to merchant ships, and they've robbed me. They've taken me. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. So they could have been taken away from a lot worse abyss of a scenario. But this could mean anything else, too. I'm just interpreting it what I think it means, right? But my hand was very strong by the hand of the Almighty. So obviously a more spiritual presence is taking place here, or a spiritual lift, right? We forward in this generation triumphantly. So we've moved forward to, let's say, bring more understanding to things, I guess. If you want to see it scientifically, or you want to see it philosophically, or you want to see it biblically, right? Won't you help to sing a song of freedom? These songs of freedom. Because all I ever have, redemption songs. So songs of freedoms basically of a redemption. Songs of redemption, right? So now let's see what in today's Wikipedia breaks down the word redemption. The act of regaining or gaining possession of something in exchange for payment or clearing a debt. The act of saving or being saved from a sin, error, or evil.
Redemption.
All right. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Very clever words being used here. Emancipate. Third person present. Emancipate to set. Okay, law. Set a child free from the authority of its father or parents. Free from slavery. It's an estimated that he emancipated 8,000 slaves. Set free, especially from legal, social, or political restrictions. And that's exactly what we're looking for here. Political restrictions. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Now, I said that we're segregated. We're segregated in our minds. We are mentally slaves to money. We are mentally slaves to our past. Could be holding us back. We could be holding so much baggage from our past that it's mentally enslaved us. None but ourselves can free our minds. It's only us. Now, have to fear for atomic energy. Now, have to fear for atomic energy basically is have to fear for the information age, the age of man-made or man-created energy instead of using the naturalness that we have. But we have to fear. I guess it could be metaphorically saying fear for the future ahead, right? Because none of them can stop the time. That's a deep one right there. How long shall they kill our prophets? So, I mean, if you want to look at it, Martin Luther King, if you want to look at it at John Fitzgerald Kennedy, one of the very few and probably only Catholic presidents, and kill our prophets as in silence people. You don't have to necessarily be killed or taken out of the spotlight physically. You could be killed by being silenced. While we stand alight and look. So now, let's look at the banking, okay? They're deregulating these systems. They're deregulating things that were put in place to protect the common average Joe. While we stand aside and look. Ooh! Some say it's just a part of it. We gotta fulfill the book. So end time prophecies or end time, is it just something that we just need to be a part of or something that needs to happen to fulfill a bigger destiny? Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. Then he goes again. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Woo! Have to fear for atomic energy. 'Cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We have to fulfill the book. Won't you have to sing these songs of freedom? In the beginning, he says, won't you help to sing? Then he asks, won't you have to sing? Now that you've understood what he's trying to say, won't you have to sing? As in, now that you know, I think you have to sing this too. These songs of freedom. Because all I ever had are these redemption songs. All he could ever have is a song of freedom. This is very powerful. This is extremely powerful message here. And this you could take the Nostradamus and all these futurists and just tell them goodbye, because looking at was BoB, Mr. Marley, predicting the future of our time? He does mention atomic energy. He does mention mental slavery, because the whole social media and the whole fake news era we're living in, and it's a war for our minds. It's a war for our more like seeing a reaction from us, or seeing how we take it. It's a war to control us, our thoughts. Mental slavery is dangerous, guys. And that's why I ask that you guys free your minds. Free your minds. And I did a video a few weeks back on how to free your mind. A good video. And I had people comment on it saying, Mike, you told me more than what a psychiatrist has told me in 20 years in 6 minutes. I'll leave a link at the end of this video. If I forget to put the link at the end of the video, remind me in the comments, I'll put it, okay? I wanted to throw this out there. Kind of important. And my friend Tony, we spent a lot of time together singing this song. I'm trying to see if I could go back. Here it is. There it is. My Jamaican friend Tony. Spoke to him 2 days ago. He's going to come and visit me. Songs of freedom is all we ever have. Comment below and let me know what you guys think.